Okay, so I'm going to call to order the regular session of our Air Shirley Regional School Committee meeting. It's being done via Zoom audio-video conferencing, and it's 6:30. Those attending tonight's meeting should be aware that the meeting is being audio and video recorded by ASRSD. Any audience members who wish to record any part of the meeting must inform the chair, who will announce the recording. This is to comply with the Mass Wiretap statute. A listing of matters are those reasonably anticipated by the chair, which may be discussed at the meeting. Not all items listed may in fact be discussed, and other items not listed may also be brought up for discussion to the extent permitted by law. Okay, so we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. Standing. I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Michelle, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. DeForge?
Here.
Mrs. Granger?
Here.
Mr. Leone?
Here.
Mr. Quinty? Mrs. Reshoots?
Here.
Mrs. Simmons?
Here.
Okay, if there's any public participating, if they have anything to bring up, now's the time. Okay, we'll move on to the consent agenda. Tonight's consent agenda includes the approval of the February 26, 2020 regular session minutes for release, approval of the March 3rd, 2020 regular session minutes for release, and a warrant memo dated March 13th, 2020 that includes accounts payable warrant 1131 dated March 6, 2020 for $860,852.21 for the biweekly AP warrant, and payroll warrant 19 dated March 13th, 2020 for $696,112.15 for the fiscal year 20 biweekly payroll.
Michelle, excuse me, I think it's warrant number 17, not 19.
Oh, my memo says
19.
Mine says 19.
Okay, the agenda that went out said 17, sorry.
Okay. Is everything else accurate?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the consent agenda if someone wants to make a motion.
I make a motion that we approve the agenda as read.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any other discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, so that's approved. Moving on to new business. It doesn't look like we have anything listed there. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay, and moving on to our superintendent's report. Dr. Malone, a report on the school closure.
Sure. Thank you, Madam Chair. First, I'd like to begin to really thank all of the entire district, beginning with the teachers and their really diligence in creating some really enriching home learning opportunities for our students. The custodians for the work that they've done over the last 2 weeks, working tirelessly to keep the buildings clean and disinfected. The support staff, the paraprofessionals who support the students and their families, the central office administration, and of course the building administrators. As you know, this has been a very difficult and trying time for all of us in the school system, trying to navigate and do what's right for our students and our families, and to bring closure to an unknown. I mean, we have no idea, when we'll be back. We're planning a 3-week closure, but we all know that this is a day-by-day situation. At this point, we're all aware the schools will be closed for 3 weeks, opening on April 7th. We are happy that we were able to supply lunch for our students. Mrs. Sue Parker, the director of the food service department, will begin distributing lunches tomorrow, and then starting next week, we're going to be serving breakfast. So we ordered some food today, so we'll be able to provide that for our students for free and reduced lunch. Mike Tebow, he was integral to helping us set up the home learning plan and developing that platform, but he also organized the distribution of the Chromebooks to our families. So I think by tomorrow he'll have distributed about 120 Chromebooks. So we're really happy. And I know Mrs. Bozak in the SPED department has distributed some iPads. We were very excited to launch the learning site. We feel that, it's a really enriching site. Some of you are parents and you've had a chance to look at it. Hopefully you'll agree. Mr. Cleary worked with the teachers to upload the content and structured the submission form. So he did a really good job in getting the teachers. And I have to say that this district really unified. If you were in the internal and the inside, as we all have been, from the teachers and the students and the families and all of the employees, we united and we have a collective voice. And for me as the superintendent, I could not be prouder of the way I watched everyone come together and do their job and do more than their job.
Awesome.
Excuse me?
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Other updates? We talked about the custodians. The other thing I wanted to talk about, so I think I had mentioned some of you have students that were going on the April trip in France, and I was part of a coalition of superintendents working with EF for some better options for families. And we just heard from them because the way things unraveled so quickly, it almost became, that was kind of our focus about a week ago, and then it kind of went to the wayside. But so EF wrote us a letter, and we've sent it out to all the families that were going on the trip, and they gave some new options, which is the voucher will be good for 2 years. So the travel fund voucher, which is good through September 30th, 2022. So that's better. The second option is you can use the full amount of your voucher for any other EF tour product, including tours for adults, language travel programs, and other tours designed specifically for graduating seniors. The full amount of the future travel voucher is transferable to anyone else in your family or anybody in the school community. And they did a little better on the monetary refund. Instead of 50%, they've increased it to about 75% if you pay $3,000 for your trip. So they'll refund $2,000, and they express that they need to retain $1,000 for the cost that they've lost to recover their suppliers and staff. So that's a better option for our families, and we were happy that EF listened to us and took into advisement some of the suggestions we made. And I'll take any questions that if you have about anything that we've done in the district, or any of the procedures or processes or communications, or anything that you might have.
I have a couple of questions. About the, I'm glad you have a plan for lunches being supplied. For those that don't have transportation, is there a way to get the food to the households?
Yes. So the first distribution is tomorrow morning, and Mrs. Parker and her team will be distributing lunches for 2 days, tomorrow and Friday. So through this process, they will determine who doesn't have transportation, and then we'll make a plan to get it to those families.
Okay. And,
excuse me, I'm sorry.
uh-oh, we're all staring at you now.
Okay, I'm feeling great. No worries.
Will you need help from people to deliver food, do you know?
Well, thank you very much, but all of the administrators have all volunteered, so I think we'll have plenty of help.
Okay.
That. Yes, but thank you, yes.
So my second question.
I've had parents email me as well, so I've
Yeah.
received a lot of, I think pretty much every principal and assistant principal has said, I'll volunteer. So
That's awesome. Okay. My second question was around the EF tours. We did see the different options as well, because my daughter was supposed to go. For those, did they say anything about for those that got the insurance?
Actually, you know what? What they said was, hold on, I'm reading. I have it in front of me, the letter that I got, and I want to. If anyone would rather exchange their voucher for a cash refund, they will be able to do so, less $1,000. So I don't think that they disaggregated to say, the $1,000, which is less your deposit and the insurance. I don't think My understanding about insurance is it's usually an external, agreement. It doesn't actually go through the travel company. So they did not address that.
Okay.
Yeah. They did say, rest assured, no decisions need to be made right now, and cancellation fees for summer travel will not change till April 30th. So people have a little room. And I know that maybe some of the families in our district may have selected an option prior to this letter. And when I was on a conference call with EF, they assured me that if you've already selected an option and now you would like one of these options, you will certainly be granted that option. And if any of the families run into a problem with that, they should contact me.
Yeah, okay, good. Because we did have to choose our option, I believe, was, Michelle, maybe you'll remember, by last Wednesday or something. Like we were forced to make a decision quite quickly.
Right.
So, they obviously are, this has never happened. So I think we're all,
Right.
we're all trying to.
And I did ask the question. We were on a conference call with other superintendents, and I was quite explicit and specific in my question, because I knew some of the families in East Shirley Regional School District probably selected some options, and that maybe these new options might be more appealing and satisfying to the families. And so she assured me, I have it written down, that it would be retroactive.
Okay, perfect.
Okay? Let me know if anybody has any problems.
I want to say that they had extended the date to make the decision before our deadline. So people did, we were given a deadline, but I think if you hadn't made a selection or had trouble getting through, the deadline had already been extended prior. So I think people are okay.
Yeah. Did Mr. Christie forward you the letter yesterday? You probably got it directly from EF, but then I asked Mr. Christie yesterday to forward it as well to make sure everybody got it. So
he did do that.
Yeah. Okay. So everyone should have it.
Anyone else have any questions for Dr. Malone?
May I?
Sure.
Anybody else? I don't know how to raise my hand. AP tests are scheduled for next month, I think, right? Are we looking at provisions for kids to take the AP tests?
Well,
or is AP canceling the tests, or what's the update on that?
They haven't. The last guidance that we got, they were going to extend the test taking into their makeup session. So they have, they schedule the exams on certain days, and then they have makeup tests, and that was the last that we've heard. We haven't heard anything new about if they've changed anything. I imagine they will, because kids aren't in school, so.
It's a nationwide problem too.
Right,
it's not just limited.
Right.
Well, that's why I wondered if they weren't setting up a whole computer thing and kids didn't have to be in school to take the AP test or something.
No, we haven't. That's the only guidance we've had, is that if kids are missing instructions, or students, I prefer that word. If students are missing instruction, they will give them more time when they return back to school to, obviously study, and then they could take it during the makeup time. But I'm just going to check one thing. Give me 1 second, because I did something today, and let me just see if it has anything new. Just a little while ago, actually, while I was waiting for the meeting to start. So bear with me 1 second, please.
Mary, while you're checking that, can I just ask Jim if Jim's on? I want to, I'm seeing Elizabeth's iPad, and I'm wondering if that's Jim Quinty.
That's me.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure you were recognized as being on. Thank you, Jim.
But
Yeah, no, it was about SATs, not AP. So I don't have any new information at this time. But as I have been doing any new information that I receive, just keeping everybody up to date with the most accurate and latest information. And as I told the teachers the other day, I'm relying on my information from the governor and the commissioner of education and DPH.
are the superintendents together making any recommendations to the state for MCAS?
We have a conference call scheduled Friday morning with the Department of Education. Right now, the most up-to-date information we have in the MCAS is that, of course, the grade 10 ELA, the students will not be in school, so they postponed it. And then the grades 3 to 8 ELA, the students will still be out. And so they postponed that, and that's the latest guidance we have.
I would hope that they would, whatever they decide, that they'd be holding districts harmless with the scores on their school ratings.
I'm sure the commissioner will work out something. The commissioner, is a former superintendent. He's been really supportive. He's done a great job communicating to the superintendents and taking questions. We operate through Tom Scott, who's the MASS executive director, and he's shown a great leadership, and he's met with legislators and the commissioner and so on and so forth. So MCAS is certainly at the top of the priority list on relief for districts. It's not. I mean, how would the schools even be reliable?
Right. Thank you.
Yep.
Anyone else? Any questions for Dr. Malone before we move on?
Yeah, just one quick question. Are the buildings just completely shut down at this point, or are they just the custodians just in there doing cleaning and that sort of thing as they go?
Right. Yeah, just the custodians are in the building this week, and they will finish up the deep cleaning on Friday. And then Sue Parker will be at the buildings. Well, they have two distribution sites for the lunches tomorrow, the middle school and Laura White. So those buildings will be open in the morning. She was, really trying to, we worked thinking about what would be a good time frame. So she's going to, tomorrow the plan is from 7 to 10, and we'll see, what she gets, back, what feedback she gets from families, and if it's difficult for them to come at this time, or if it's, easier. We thought maybe if anyone does have to go to work, they could come in the morning, on their way, and then we'll discover, how many families do not have transportation, and then we'll provision to get the lunches to those families. So by Friday, to answer your question, the buildings will be closed down. The custodians will not be there next week, except for some that might be coming in for special projects. And then Mrs. Parker will do some food distribution next week as well. So other than that, the buildings we closed down. The town of Shirley closed the Benjamin Hill Park and the Laura White Playground, and we closed down the Page Hilltop Playground. And the town of Air collaborated with me recently and asked, we closed down the high school, the track, the tennis courts, the fields, the softball and baseball fields would obviously be really hard to cordon off, but we've locked the gates on those other fields. So pretty much everything is shut down and people are working remotely.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Anybody else? Anything for Dr. Malone? Okay, I do want to thank you, Dr. Malone. Thank you to you and your staff. This has been an extremely trying, difficult time. We all understand the pressures you were under before, there was some guidance from the state. So we really do want to thank you for your leadership. It's been strong and decisive, and we're really grateful.
Thank you. I appreciate those comments. And I think from the perspective of the students, finishing out Friday was a positive thing for the students, knowing that we were going to be out for a length of time, which I obviously knew that on Friday. I was going to be announcing there would be no school. It was going to be a local decision until the Merrimack Valley superintendents after the conference call, because the governor is the only one who can, announce a school closure. The Commissioner of Education does not have that authority. So I thought it was good. And then on Monday, the staff came in and we met and had, face-to-face discussion. And I think they were able to get their questions answered, and I was able to give them the best information I had as of Friday. And then the teachers were able to work in their buildings and, work on their learning plan. So I think it was a really good closure. And I think people in the district are calm and feel that they've been supported and that they know, what's happening. And I think people just want to be communicated to, and I think we did a good job with that piece. So thank you.
Okay, great. I would agree. There was some really good communication and really explicit, thorough, so people didn't have questions. And I did see multiple comments, thanking you for the communication that came from the school.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll move on to item 8A.
I'll be right back. I have to grab my cord. I'm about to run out of power.
Okay. 8A, questions and discussion on Superintendent's 2019-20 mid-year progress report. Does anyone have anything for Dr. Malone on that? No?
No.
It did look good. Thank you, Dr. Malone.
Thank you.
Okay, and then moving on, item B, certification of the fiscal year 21 budget. Dr. Malone.
Yes, thank you. And I'm going to call on Director of Finance, Mr. Bill Plunkett.
Hi, everybody. We wanted to certify the budget tonight. The version that we brought you on February 26th, it would be exactly the same budget that we presented on February 26th with one addition. We'd like to add the transfer from E&D of $151,242 from E&D to the general fund to be transferred to capital stabilization during FY21. Now, this does not affect the assessment at all because it is in as a revenue as well under our revenue, and it will be listed as a general fund expenditure to be transferred to capital stabilization. It does increase the overall budget, though, by the $151,242. So we need to vote it either as a version that we proposed on February 26th at $32,643,054, or with the transfer from E&D, which will raise the total of all funds to $32,794,296. So it does increase the overall total funds, but not the assessment. We'd like to make that one change for this, for the budget.
Madam Chair? Madam Chair, can you?
Sorry, I muted.
Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to say to the school committee that the vote, if you want to transfer the money, you need to take a vote, and the vote should be on the record that the committee voted to transfer from E&D to the cap stabilization fund, and then the second vote would be on the budget.
Okay, thank you. Does anybody have any questions before we make those votes?
No.
All right. I'll entertain a motion first to transfer the money to E&D, the 151,000. Oh, wait a minute.
From E&D.
From E&D. I'm sorry.
What's the exact amount, Bill?
What's the amount?
$151,242.
I would
Okay,
make
so
a motion that we transfer from E&D $151,242. That's all you need, right?
To capital stabilization.
To capitalize stabilization.
Second.
moved and seconded. Any other discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, so that transfer is approved, and then I'll entertain a motion that we certify our fiscal year 2021 budget.
Make a motion that we certify the fiscal year budget of $32,794,296. $794,296.
Do it again, but make it million.
32 million. That sounds good. That's where I got lost. $32,794,296.
I'll second that.
Moved and seconded. Any other discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Subcommittee reports. Diversity and equity subcommittees. Joyce, do you have anything?
I have contacted everybody, and we have put it on hold until we see everything up and functioning again.
Okay. Can I just go back?
Hold.
You're on hold. Okay. I just want to go back. I'm sorry. I wanted to go back to the certification of the budget and just thank Mary and Bill for presenting such a great budget for us this year and for all your hard work in putting this together. I'm sorry I didn't say that before. I'm trying to move right along, and I should have mentioned that.
Thank you. And I want to thank the school committee, on behalf of all of us in the school department for your support. And Michelle, you worked very closely with me through this whole, disaster, if you want to call it, because that's what it's been. It's been, disastrous to all of us. So I thank you for your guidance throughout this process as well.
Great.
As long
thank
as
you.
we've gone back, I'm assuming that we're not having the meeting with the town of Shirley on March 25th.
Yeah, Joyce, that's on my list. No, we're gonna have to cancel it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry. So back to item 9 on the policy subcommittee. Jim, I'm assuming you don't have anything here?
April 7th.
That's April 7th. That's what I was thinking. All right. So we'll move on to item 10, chairman's notes. There are none. Are there any topics for discussion not reasonably anticipated 48 hours in advance of this meeting?
I would just like to thank all the parents of the district that are as evil as me, not allowing their kids to socialize with any of their friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, close members of their sports team. We're on lockdown here, and I appreciate all the support I get from everybody else that's as hard ass as I am.
Well, thank you, Jim. We appreciate your effort because this is what we all have to do, and that's just the way it is. So
Yep.
good for you.
These are difficult times, especially for those kids, although they are very well versed in phones and social media, so that should help.
Well, you know, I have my granddaughter here and keeping her here, and we went on a walk, and I was talking about if we didn't have the internet, this is how people lived, right?
Yeah.
You know, and you had to find things to do, and you know, when Macy closes, we really have a problem. I got that notification today that Macy's is closing to March 31st.
Yeah, it's really crazy that everything that's been shut down. I keep saying, thank God we have electricity, because that would really be disastrous.
Yes, yes.
Electricity and it's not snowing.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I must say that in driving around, I see families outside raking, families outside playing baseball, families outside going for walks and hikes. And thank you, coronavirus, for all that.
Right.
Yeah, no, I agree. I keep saying it as well. Like, this forced family time is actually appreciated as well, because it wouldn't happen if it were for the coronavirus.
Very true.
And we're
All
seeing
right.
people ride their bikes.
Yeah, there you go.
Joyce, ride your bikes. Yeah.
Where would they buy one?
I'm sorry, but I can't give that commercial here.
Any communications? It doesn't look like there's any in the packet.
No.
No, so none.
Everything's shut down.
You're off the hook, Cheryl.
Yeah.
All right, so with that, I think we've done everything we need to do. And I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Thank you, everybody. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, we're adjourned at 6:57.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Mike.
you. Thank you,
Thank you, guys.
everyone.
Take care, everyone.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike Tebow.
Stay safe, everyone.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Mike.
Well,
Be well.